Welcome back to another FC25 player review. Today's player review is the level 5 World Tour Saud Abdulhamid, and as you can see, it is a 4-3-3 fourth variation. It is a Premier League Serie A hybrid, and to be honest, it was actually a really fun team to use, which as of late, a lot of the teams that I've been using, I've actually been really enjoying. But the main player we are looking at is Abdulhamid. I do apologise if I'm absolutely butchering his name. As you can see, he's 5'9", controlled acceleration type, 3-star skill moves and a 4-star weak foot. In the 3 matches that I played, he scored 1 goal. Now, it says he got 1 assist, but you'll see in the gameplay, I personally think it should actually be 2 assists. And then he did also get a yellow card. Then his preferred position is right back, but he can also play as a centre back or a right mid. Now, personally, I wouldn't play him as a centre back because he's 5'9", so he is quite short, especially for a centre back. And then his stats, pace, absolutely fantastic. With an anchor, he goes up to 97 acceleration and 98 sprint speed, so absolutely fantastic. Then his shooting is just absolutely dreadful except for his attacking positioning. So for me, his shooting basically rules him out as not being used as a right mid. Then the passing is actually decent. 88 crossing, 87 short passing and 82 long passing. Personally, I do think his long passing actually felt a lot better in game. Then his dribbling is okay. 91 agility and 94 balance. Then 84 reactions and 80 composure. For me, his 84 reactions and 80 composure is too low. Personally, I think the lowest it really should be at this stage is about 88, 89. Then his defending is very good. With an anchor, he goes up to 95 interceptions, 90 defensive awareness, 99 stand tackle, and 94 slide tackle. And then his heading accuracy, to be honest, it's kind of irrelevant. Then his physicals, 88 jumping, 98 stamina, 89 strength and 84 aggression with an anchor. The 98 stamina, obviously his best physical attribute, but he does also in the playstyles, which I'll talk about. He's got whipped pass, jockey, block, intercept, rapid, quick step plus, relentless, and then long throw plus. Now, as I was saying with the 98 stamina, because he's also got base relentless, he basically just doesn't run out of steam, so that's very good. Quick step plus, for me, one of the most broken playstyles at the moment. Rapid's okay. I'm glad he's got intercept because it's actually a really good defensive playstyle. Block is sort of one of those where it's okay, it's definitely not the best. Jockey, another one, is okay, but again, for me, defensive playstyles, intercept and anticipate are the 2 best, and then bruisers coming in at like 2nd or 3rd, and then whipped pass is good, especially if you're using him as a more attacking fullback, which leads me into the roles. So as a right back, he can be an attacking wing back plus plus, fullback plus, or wing back plus plus. And then as a centre back, he can be a defender plus, and then as a right mid, he can be a wide midfielder plus. So, to be honest, from what EA are realistically telling you, you should be playing him as a right back, simply because he's got the 2++ roles, and then for a centre back, doesn't have a ++ role, the same would be in a right mid. I do think it's rather silly, especially at this stage of the game. In each position, they should at least have minimum 1++ role. I don't know why they're not doing it, but here we are. So for me, either use him as an attacking wingback plus, or like myself, use him as a wingback plus. So with that being said, let's head into the gameplay. Into the gameplay for Abdulhamid, starting off with the pros. First of all would have to be his pace. With an anchor, he goes up to 97 acceleration and 98 sprint speed, so he's absolutely rapid. And then I would have to say his passing. Now, his passing is quite low, but I actually do think it's a lot better in-game. 88 crossing was fantastic, 87 short passing and 82 long passing. Then he's got 91 agility and 94 balance. Really good, really agile. Then he's got great defending. Physicals are good. 98 stamina is fantastic. Then he's got quick step plus. And then moving on to the cons. First of all would have to be his 84 reactions and 80 composure. For me, just far too low at this stage of the game. Then he's got long throw plus, which is just pointless. And then finally, his lack of good player roles. Okay, so now that you've seen the gameplay for Abdulhamid, would I recommend using him? And in my opinion, I do think he's actually an okay defender. It's just more, at this stage of the game, realistically, a card like this should be 91 or 92. I know that in the season ladder it's only level 5, but even then, this is genuinely, I think, just a +1 on his winter wildcard, which came out, 4 months ago now? So when you look at it that way, a +1 in only 4 months is just absolutely dreadful. And the card itself, especially because of FUT Birthday, I don't know why they're not all just 5-star, 5-star in the season ladder. Would it really make that much of a difference? I personally don't think it would. So, because he is more attacking, I would have liked to have actually seen 4-star, 4-star as a minimum. But we've obviously only gotten 3-star, 4-star. Then, being a right back, centre back, right mid, the only real positive, because he is so low rated, he will actually be able to go into an Evo. And I'm just sort of hoping that there's a centre-back Evo where it doesn't cap the pace. Because if it does, then he's just not going to be able to be Evo'd for the longest of times. But otherwise, for me, out of his positions, I would definitely use him as a right back. Then the stats, as I said, the pace, absolutely fantastic, especially with an anchor, basically maxed out. The passing, I do actually think his passing is a lot better than his stats actually suggest. So that is one thing to bear in mind. Then the dribbling, the agility and balance is fantastic. The reactions and composure, I mean, it basically is a card that was released 4 months ago. And as I said earlier on in the video, I do think that minimum 88 reactions and composure is really needed at this point. So I am disappointed that they have given him such low reactions and composure. I mean, we can't really do anything. This is just how EA have decided to do it. Defending's really good. Physicals are okay. The 98 stamina's nice, especially as he does have base relentless. The 89 strength, he felt strong at times, but then he also felt weak. So I don't really think it's a pro or a con, his strength. It's just sort of there. Sometimes he's strong, sometimes he's not. So, I mean, look at it. How is that an 88 rated card? It's probably, maybe an 84 at best, realistically. It's just, come on EA, you've got to be giving us better. Especially as we now are halfway through March, but this is just what EA do. Then playstyles, he does actually have really good playstyles. The only one that I would have liked to have seen changed is long throw plus. I would have preferred to have seen a bruiser plus or an anticipate plus. It just would have been so much better, especially for a defender. And then lastly, with the roles, I mean, for me, definitely use him as a right back, because with him being a centre back or a right mid, he just doesn't have any plus roles, which I don't know why. It's now the 17th of March when I'm recording this, and I mean, come on EA. You've got to give these players a plus role in every position that they can play. It just doesn't really make sense as to why they don't. Because, as I said, this card genuinely looks like it may have come out 3 or 4 months ago, and it just isn't really good enough, especially with the player roles. I just think overall with this card, he just sort of feels quite behind the power curve with the lack of player roles, the stats. I mean, his pace is fantastic, defending's really good. The passing I do think is actually better than it says, but the dribbling, the low reactions, low composure, the physicals, like the stamina's very good. The playstyles that he has are quite decent, except for the long throw plus, because to be honest, in the 3 matches that I played, I don't even think he took one throw in. It was actually a Barbo or Trent that took the throw ins. So I can't even tell you how good or bad it was. And I just think overall, now for me, I will be doing a Foot Champs Roma past and present. So in my case, I don't actually think it's too bad because he fits a team that I will be using. But overall, would I recommend using Abdulhamid? In my opinion, I would say no. Basically, just find any other Serie A right back, because at this stage of the game, unfortunately, this card is just so far behind the power curve. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it and would like to see more FC25 content, click the video on the left for my flashback Danny Da Costa review, and on the right is my FUT Birthday Karim Adeyemi review. But for now, I'll see you in the next one.